Okay, let's unpack this one. Today, we're diving deep into a real classic from the Universal Century. We're talking about a definite fan favorite amphibious mobile suit from Zeon, the MSM-07 Z'Gok.
Ah, the Z'Gok, yes, a fantastic design.
Exactly. And we've got info here on both its high-grade Universal Century model kit and, the suit's story within the Gundam universe.
Right.
So our mission today is really to figure out what makes this design, and the Gunpla kit too, just so enduring. Why does it stick around in Gundam history?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? The Z'Gok, both as that iconic design in the show and as one of those early Gunpla kits.
Yeah.
It really represents this blend of innovative engineering for its time and just striking looks.
Okay.
So we'll dig into the specifics of that 1999 kit, what made it special back then, and then kind of connect that to its role, its capabilities, during the One-Year War.
Perfect. So let's start with that model kit then. The HGUC 1144 scale MSM-07 Z'Gok. This was pretty foundational for the high-grade Universal Century line, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. A Cornerstone release came out way back in November 1999.
And super accessible price-wise. Only 700 Japanese yen back then.
Incredible value.
And being 1144 scale, it stands about, 12.8 centimeters, so
Mhm.
just over 5 inches tall once you build it.
Right, roughly 5.04 inches. But the key thing, for a kit from 99, the engineering was surprisingly good.
More than just a statue, you mean?
Exactly. It wasn't just static. It had a really impressive level of articulation for that era and that price point.
Like what specifically?
Well, you had a torso that could tilt side to side, forward and back. You got ball joints in the shoulders and the upper thighs for that crucial mobility.
Okay.
And the knees and elbows could bend up to 90 degrees. Pretty standard now, but good then.
But the real standout, I think I know what you're going to say.
It has to be the claws.
The iron claws.
Yeah. Each individual nail or claw actually rotates on its own joint, perfect for recreating those signature, stabbing or thrusting attacks from the anime.
That was such a cool feature. Really captured its aggressive look.
Yeah.
And the ankles rotated well, too. Helped it stand stably.
It did, added a lot to its posability.
It's impressive, yeah, how well that early kit captured the essence of the suit. So let's pivot then. What about the actual MSM-07 Z'Gok in the Gundam universe? This wasn't your average grunt suit.
No, not at all. This was developed by the MIP company for the Principality of Zeon during the One-Year War. Designed specifically as a mass-produced but high-performance amphibious unit.
And it was a big step up from its predecessor, right? The GOG.
A huge step up. The MSM-03 GOG was decent, but the Z'Gok was engineered for much better mobility and versatility, critically in both water and on land. That was the game changer.
Okay, so how big was the real thing?
Stands tall at 18.4 meters. That's roughly 60.4 feet. Pretty imposing.
And powered by the standard Minovsky reactor?
Yep, Minovsky fusion reactor providing the power, and it used hydrojet thrusters for underwater movement. Got an impressive top water speed too, 103 knots.
Wow, that's fast underwater.
Very. But here's the really clever bit of engineering on the actual suit.
Go on.
It ditched the traditional ballast tanks that most aquatic mobile suits used. Instead, it had this innovative air cooling system.
Air cooling, how did that help?
Well, it significantly cut down the weight, and by reducing weight, it dramatically boosted its performance on land.
Ah, so it could transition from sea to land much more effectively, less sluggish.
Precisely. It could go from deep sea attack straight into, pretty fast ground combat without that usual awkwardness you saw with some other amphibious suits. Big tactical plus.
And it wasn't just fast, it packed a punch too.
Oh, yeah. Heavily armed. It had 6 240-millimeter rocket launchers built right into its head unit.
Right above the mono-eye.
And then each palm housed a mega particle cannon, devastating close to mid-range firepower. This thing was built for assault.
Hit hard, hit fast, sea or land.
You got it. And that whole package, speed, power, amphibious flexibility, it all led directly to its most famous appearance, really.
The Jaburo attack.
The attack on the Earth Federation's main base at Jaburo. The Z'Gok's unique abilities made it absolutely essential for that kind of critical infiltration and assault mission.
Yeah, few other suits could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
Really cemented its iconic status in the original mobile suit Gundam.
Absolutely. A true Zeon classic.
So the MSM-07 Z'Gok, it really is a masterclass in functional design, isn't it? Both as a weapon in the show and as one of those early but still great model kits.
Definitely holds up.
It's clear why it's remained a fan favorite for so long. And you can see how Bandai, even back in '99, really nailed its essence with that HGUC kit.
Still a fun build today.
Totally. And hey, if you're enjoying this kind of deep dive into Gundam history and Gunpla, maybe take a second to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you along for future explorations.
Yeah, definitely do that. So, thinking about all this brings up an interesting question for you listening. When you consider the Z'Gok's really unique design features, especially that amphibious nature combined with the air cooling system that boosted its land speed, how do you think those specific features actually shaped Zeon's amphibious tactics during the war? And maybe, how did that contribute to its lasting impact within the whole Mobile Suit Gundam universe? Something to think about.